Today we are talking about trapezoids. This is your final quadrilateral. So a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. So instead of like the parallelogram having two, the trapezoid has one. We call those parallel sides base. So there's base one and base two. The sides that aren't parallel, so the other two sides connecting, are called the legs. The base angles of a trapezoid are two consecutive angles whose common side's a base. So there are two sets of base angles, as you can see in the picture. There's the ones up top here and the ones below here. But that picture is there to help you see all the definitions mapped out. If the legs, so remember your legs are your sides that aren't parallel, if those are congruent, we call that trapezoid an isosceles trapezoid. And there are theorems that come with specifically isosceles trapezoids. The first says if a quadrilateral is an isosceles trapezoid, then each pair of base angles are congruent. So remember, I just divided up those base angles into two different, like the top and the bottom. The base angles are always going to be congruent to each other. What's also going to be true is that these two are going to be supplementary. That has to do with a lot of math that I could sit here and prove to you, but you can also just know the fact that the base angles or values are going to be supplementary to each other. Down here it says that if a trapezoid has one pair of congruent base angles, then it's isosceles. So you know that already. Sorry, let me put this in visually. If you know that two of the base angles are congruent, then you know it's isosceles. And then the diagonals of an isosceles trapezoid are always congruent. These theorems will always be true for the isosceles trapezoid.